Thank you. I used to have a television show, All American Girl, which unfortunately has been canceled. Sort of sad. I know, I panicked when I heard it. I'm like a worrier. I'm one of those people that just worry about everything. When I heard my show got canceled, I had nightmares. I saw myself on late night TV going, well, when I first called the on Psychic Friends. I do this with everything in my life, though. If a guy I like doesn't call me, immediately I think, oh my God, I'm gonna die alone. And not only will I die alone, I'll die like a really fat, sad sack spinster. Go to the public pool at 6 a.m. to float on my back. I see myself in the shower lifting up my massive breast to wash underneath it. Now, I do this with everything. If I'm in a plane and there's turbulence, immediately I look in my purse for food that I'm gonna have to hide from the other survivors. All American Girl was the first show on television that featured an all-Asian cast, and it was very difficult to do that, We did not get a lot of support from the Korean community, unfortunately. I would read, all this stuff about myself. I was very controversial. I was the Korean-American Evita. Don't Cry for Me, 6th and Western. And I would read in Time and Newsweek, all these Korean-American leaders were saying really nasty things about me. And of course, I didn't try to get their support at all. I was calling them at home at 3 a.m., going, what the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking cock? And it's really stupid to call a 50-year-old Korean man a fucking cock, because they have no idea what it is. What do you mean I am fucking cock? I am not a rooster, I am not chicken, And they were calling me a racist. Look, I know what racism is. I know what racism is. I know this doesn't sound related at all, but it is totally related. I am really into cheerleading. Okay, I'm fucking really into cheerleading, and I watch it on ESPN. It's my favorite thing. And this year, the team that won was a team from New Smyrna Beach, Florida. And they did a routine that was so incredibly racist, you could not believe it. They all came out in little satin silk pajamas like Rosalind Russell and Auntie Mame, and they fucking did every Asian stereotype in the book. They're doing, kung fu, they're doing fucking laundry and shit. At one point, one kid, runs across the stage chasing another kid, with a cleaver, this dog kid. It's just totally bad. And one kid makes a 700 score on the SAT in the math portion. It's fucking everything. And it's so fucked up, I don't know. It's terrible. I had a racist experience recently. I was in North Carolina, and I was at a Chinese restaurant. And I'm sitting there having dinner, and these 4 people walk in, and the waitress comes over and takes their order. Okay, no, you cannot have pork with that. No, no pork. No pork. No chicken. No, you cannot. No substitution. You cannot. No, okay, you want Coke? Okay, Coke, Diet Coke, okay, I'll come back. Walks away. And, right. And the people at the table start making fun of her. They're like, oh, no, you cannot have that. No, substitution, you cannot, no. I don't know why I'm doing this with my eyes, but just... just go along with it. Just oh, no, you cannot, oh. So I said, hey! And they're like, oh, shit. And then I'm fucking standing there like I'm such an asshole. What am I gonna do now? Suddenly I'm Billy Jack. I've been a victim to so many different types of racism. And if I were to pick my very favorite kind of racism, it would have to be incidental racism. That's racism you can't really do anything about. It just happens. You just have to let it wash over you. Let me give you an example. I was in a play in high school called The Happy Journey. And during one scene in the play, I bow my head and I pray. And it's very quiet in the auditorium. And suddenly from the back, I hear, oh, grasshopper. Thanks a lot, everybody.